somebody's worst with another person's best. Sometimes what you need to sit back and do is to find out not just what she doesn't do well, but what she does very well. This is the major reason why people say they want a side chick, or they want to carry a babe, or something, or nonsense. They say, well, they do this one very well. You know what I'm talking about, brothers. Meanwhile, the same person, side chick, doesn't come to cook, doesn't come to bath children, doesn't come to prepare them for school, doesn't come to, in fact, she just sleeps and wake up by 12 noon. And then calls you and keep the phone like this. Hello? See, her voice is very calm. It's very calm. She's not in a hurry. She gives me attention. You are wicked. You are wicked. You know the truth? Somebody that has taken on the ministry of being a side chick, we have, because it's her job, she will be good at the job. And whether you like it or not, she knows what your wife cannot be doing effectively. She already knows. It's her job. For you to be good at your job, you need to find out what your competitors. Are you following me? What they are not doing well. And then you amplify those areas. That's what marketing is. That's what positioning is about. As soon as you begin to run that comparison, you are killing your house. Very soon, somebody will start. It begins with something and then it continues like that. Do not compare. Listen, you can inspire. You can tell people, well, I like how this person does this. I like how that person does that. Encourage them. Well, you can do like that too. What will it take you to do like that? What do we add? What do we remove? How do I help? How do I assist? There is an encouragement. There is a place of inspiration. But unhealthy comparison will kill your home. Will kill your home. Don't say he must be like Rev Paschal. Oh, no. You didn't live with me. Do you live with me? You have not been to my house. Do you think you can live with me for 1 week? Or 1 month? You think it's that easy? By the time I ask you, why are you? Most pastors I know, it's difficult to marry them. Don't envy them. It's difficult. Praise their wife. Most pastors that are real, that are serious about their life, are perfectionists. And it is difficult to please a perfectionist. You know, for God, the Bible says that even his angels are not clean in his sight. That's God. So even his angels, he just accepts them. He closes his eyes and says, just come, just come. Some men of God, that's how they are. There's a way they want it to be. When you are playing on key C, don't change the key. Don't change it. Leave that key. You might say, I love the way Benny Hinn sings on stage. Ask the wife. Ask the wife. Ask the wife. She loves him too. Yes. Let me not talk much on this matter. But what I'm telling you is the fact. Am I saying I'm a bad person or any other person is a bad? That's not what I'm saying. I'm only saying do not be hell-bent on comparing your person's weakness with another person's strength. It's bad. Number 2, let's run. Some people don't know how to manage innocent friendships. Innocent friendship. They don't know how to manage it. How do I put this? I don't want to be using myself as an example, but it's like I'm looking for practical stories to use to portray this point. You know, at some point in my life, I was doing a job that was moving me around the southeast. Around the southeast. I wake up on Monday morning and I enter my car. Sometimes I've been on calls before, real call, conversation, from Onitsha to Enugu on call. I'm not like headphone or AirPod or something. I was holding the phone. When I get tired, I transfer to this hand and I'm driving. Right? Trying to call business people. Well, I will be with you in 1 hour, 2 hours time. Keep money for me. Do this, do that. Well, from there, I'm going to Nsukka. When I come back to Nsukka, no. Sir, just wait for me. I will be in Ebonyi by 5:30. And all these things can happen in one day. I'm trying to speed up, trying to catch up, I'm doing a lot of things at once. Maybe I can leave on Monday morning and come back Friday evening. True. Leave Monday morning, go to Enugu, work in Enugu, go to Nsukka, come back, finish up in Enugu, go to Ebonyi, Abakaliki, come back, hit the express, the Takot Expressway. And we're headed ahead. Going from there, we enter Owerri. Do some things in Owerri, enter Aba, do some things in Aba, come back. So my being home can be on Friday night. And that Friday night, we have prayer on Saturday morning. Because those days we meet on Saturdays. God knows I'm half dead. God knows. Even me, I know. But I will have to come and be strong. And then we do one or two. God knows I was going to die on the road. It was part of the reason he asked me to leave that job then. But it was paying me. I was looking for a way to take care of my family. You know, in the process of that job, because I was doing business with doctors. So I came across young doctors, very young, nice doctors. Ladies. So they see a young pharmacist that is doing well. Wow. Hope you know medical people believe they love medical people. You know when they say, he's a doctor, his wife is a doctor, you're like, wow. Even you support that. And it's like that for them. And it's difficult for you to believe, even now, that I'm married. It's difficult. Even with a ring, people believe it's just, the more you look, the less you see. And if you're going to do business with people, you are compelled to have innocent friendships. Friendships that even if the other person has an intention, you keep your own innocent. You must keep it innocent. You must keep it pure in your heart. There was one doctor we went to see in Enugu. That time, I was working with Bright, closely. So he was driving me then. So I came out from that place. I had to tell him, bro. He said, yes. He said, don't die. I said, what happened? I said, we have not finished our conversation. It's just that where they asked me to sit, it's not a good spot. Let me stop. I had to explain to him, this sister kept me at the consulting table, and then she turned like this. What's going on? It's like I want to stand, and the spirit will say, sit down here. Sit down here. Behold. I want to stand. At some point, I had to stand up. I stood up. I said, she said, where are you going? I said, I'm coming. Let me breathe first. There's AC in the room, but I was sweating. I had to meet Brett outside. I said, oh God, don't die. Finish. He said, what happened? I said, the positioning is bad. So this time I went back and I stood. I'm not saying every other person has an intention. That's not what I'm saying. Because some of the people you are thinking has an intention may not have. And just in case they do, you don't have. Do what? Don't have. You know, it is easy to notice people that have intention when you have. There are times you didn't even. Have you been in that place as a sister where it was after 3 years that the person said, I was giving you green light now, and you were like, green light? When? You didn't even know. But if you had an intention, you will notice every other green light that you were given. Or a brother now says, they were giving me green light, but you didn't notice the green light. You didn't know there was a green light. Some people don't know how to manage honest friendships. I'm even going far. In church, somebody cannot be your friend. Like, you believe in that teaching. Is it teaching or psychology, secular psychology? That boy and girl, no, they be friend though. Have you heard that kind of thing? That was how some people miss their destiny helpers. There are some philosophies that if you hear people that say it, you already know the person's mind is not good. You were not thinking what the person is thinking. It was when they spoke to you that you started thinking, what does this mean? What does this mean? That was how you arrived there. You didn't know what it meant before. You didn't know. Yes, there are innocent friendships. Do you know for long in RCN here, before I got married, our assistant pastor is a lady. People know her, Pastor Ife. Yes. Beautiful sister, loves God on fire, real fire. We can still stand here any day before God. We had vigils many times where we had to pray. I'm not saying we plan to pray alone. No. When we come to church, we have to pray. People come where 2 or 3 are gathered. We continued like that. You will not find a testimony of something like something. No. No. But we have to work together. We have to. We discuss real matters. These are the issues on ground. In fact, she was planning for her wedding. I was planning for my own. I don't know who got married first. Was it me or her? Okay, we got married in October. She got married in November. And her husband was not here. Her husband was in Lagos then. And my wife was in Zaria then. So what are 2 of us doing? In your village, there's an adage that says you don't leave goat and yam, right? Jesus. You know what? I'm not goat. I'm also not yam. I don't know who is the goat. There can be, listen, I'm being very sincere with you, please. Please. We can return to pure brotherhood. It's possible. Pure, innocent, honest brotherhood. Yes. Where some of the people in your close circle are people you can tell I'm dying. Help me. People that are your friends, female, male, male and female, male and male, female and female. Honest. Very honest. Some people don't know how to manage honest friendships. And it must be learned. There's no textbook that says 7 ways to manage honest. No textbook. Yes. Do you know somebody told me that God gave me a women ministry? It was prophecy. He gave me a women ministry that sisters will be coming to my ministry. This was many years ago. I asked him why. He said, he didn't give you this face for nothing. What's in this guy to talk? Did I eventually have female friends? Yes, but there were not more. In fact, I think they avoid me more. I have more. Ladies avoid me more than me. I told you growing up that they thought I had a problem. Yes. And it has been like that. But I can count on honest friendships. Honest friendships, brother, be honest. Be honest. As a man of God, as a student pastor, I've sat with somebody before. Not in the in closed space. This was a studio, Aki studio. The person was there, we were talking, and then it became dark. They brought lights, later they took lights. I had to tap her. I said, sister, one of us has to leave. She said, why? I said, the way I'm feeling, I don't like it. She said, how are you feeling? I explained how I'm feeling. She said, Pastor Paschal, don't worry, let me leave. She stood up, left, and we're still friends. Very good friends. She has never, my wife knows her very well. Say, Pastor, you too. No, the other. You know, we do not have a high priest who have never been touched with the feelings of our infirmity. With that high priest does not exist. Yes. Sometimes it's to be honest. I say it's because she doesn't like me, that was why she left. No, she too was honest. One day I called her. I said I came to pray, and God opened my eyes. I saw 5 ladies, and they were wearing wedding gown. I told her, you are one of those wearing wedding gown. God said, you are married. That I'm not your husband. Straight. It was pain in the neck for like 1 week. She couldn't manage it. I said, but God said it. I just had to tell you the way it is. She asked me, what about the other 5 people? I mentioned their names. I said, this one married. That one married. That one married. You know what? 5 of them got married. And I was still single. They all married. And it was a week or 2 after God showed me, that God now showed me the system. Meanwhile, God made sure that they were all married. All of them. I attended their weddings. In fact, in one of the weddings, I had to carry one. I told the husband, 1 minute. He's an AG pastor in Lagos, so he knows me. The sister have told, I carried her. She said, cheese. You know, in that big wedding gown, she said, cheese. I dropped her back. I said, this is the last time. Thank you very much. Our play has ended. Some people cannot manage honest friendship. You have to be honest with yourself first to have a friendship that is honest, especially with the opposite sex. And we lived in that place, we grew up in that circle where we can tell ourselves the truth. Yes. You tell yourself, and then you have a circle of friends that you can tell, no. The way my brain is doing me, if I see that brother, I go mad. Whenever you see me talking with him, come and hold me, hold my hand. You are helping yourself. You are not bad, you are not wicked. You know, all the people that laughed at you for that also have that feeling. The fact that they bottled it and didn't say it didn't mean they never had their own experience. Did I tell you that anybody that truly loves God will get to that point where you are trusting God for grace? You will tell yourself you are battling with lust. It's not lust. It is appetite. The things God put in you that were activated. If you don't manage them, it progresses to becoming lust. And then from lust, it starts becoming sin. Hello? Can I rush? Hey, Jesus. Please, 5 minutes. Fine, let me just list it. Let's go. It's this kind of meeting that will keep us here tonight. So let's rush. Number 2 is not knowing how to manage honest friendships. You can truly have an honest friendship. Number 3, there is no system of accountability. No system of accountability. There is a reason why God gives you good pastors. A reason. Yes, you can tell them this is this, that. Our job is to bring you out, to help you stand, help you become better. If you go to the hospital and tell a doctor, I'm sick, the doctor doesn't slap you. Right? What does the doctor do? They are looking for medication, how to resuscitate, how to help you become stronger. Where the doctor has a problem is when you go back again and again to what is causing the problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what gives us issues. That will help you come out of something, or that we give clear instructions. We are trying to help you become strong, but you don't want. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't want, you want to keep going back. No. Sister, brother, your help is from above. Not with me. I can't help you. I can't talk to you. In fact, I have to stop. Number 3. Have I mentioned number 3? Number 4. When people are blinded to the long-term effect of their present action. When people are blinded to the long-term effects of their present action. That an action of today does not end today. There was this lady, beautiful girl. Her mom called me. Those days I was in Onitsha. I was not married. I was single. And I was fine. Her mom called me and said, I needed to coach the girl, the daughter, for JAM. So I had to do my own coaching. She will have to come to my house for coaching. You understand this kind of coaching? So coaching continued. And she was just fresh from secondary school. You know, some secondary school sisters these days, I don't understand what's going on. What they are looking for, we don't have it. Right? It's not even in Nigeria. So she was not exactly like that, but she was vulnerable. So I coached her until it was time for jam. I took her to go and write jam. Came back, we continued. She failed that jam. So coaching continued. If you understand what I mean. We went for the second jam. She failed again. Is this kind of, let me not give details, but she failed. You know what happened many years later? My cousin brother that was not in Nigeria came back and saw her somewhere. I said he was going to marry her. So he told me he has found who to marry. So he brought that girl, that same girl, and showed me. I'm like, is this who you are? He said yes. I said, are you sure? He said yes. The girl was just smiling. She knows me. So we are wondering how this arrangement happened. I sat down and I'm thinking, what if I really coached her during the jam lesson? And I coached her. I had 2 years of coaching. What if? What would have been the result of this coaching? Now it's my brother and his first cousin. You know what? They're even married now with 2 children. You know the bad thing? Maybe nobody will know this story. And when we come back as family, we will still be coaching each other. Because we have been coaching for long. People are blinded to the long-term effects of their present actions. They don't think long-term. They just think now. I'm feeling this in my body now. Let's do it. No, don't act like that. It was in the old hall. I came one Saturday morning, took the mic to preach, and looked into the congregation. And I saw that lady I told you that the mother went to bring from her house. I saw the younger sister sitting. I was trying to check, is she the one? Is she not the one? So I used the mic. I called her name. She's the one. I stopped. The way she responded, she didn't talk, but she responded. So I continued the sermon. After the meeting, I called her aside. What are you doing here? Who brought you here? She said she has heard of RCN. She just heard that they meet on Saturdays. She came to serve in Anambra, and then she came. And she was even surprised to see me. You know what? I and her immediate elder sister had coaching opportunities. You now know what coaching is. But we did not coach. And they were this kind of family. They are a family of about 9 girls. So they talk. That sister would have been wondering, is this why I'm a pastor? Did you say he's a pastor? I'm not saying we cannot repent and become good. I'm only saying that sometimes make it easy for people to believe Jesus. Make it easy. Have you gone for evangelism and met your girlfriend there? And you are like, the Lord said, and then she walked out. She's she's the daughter of the man. And then she calls you, Chibike, I've been looking at you inside since. Why you are here? What are you doing? Did you say Chidubem? Call any brother's name that you know. That's a brother. Can I stop here? We need to stop, please. 2 more things. Let me just say it. They lack godly fear. When people lack godly fear, there are things they can do. Yes. Godly fear is godly reverence. Godly fear comes with a consciousness of divine presence. If you carry that consciousness, there are things you cannot do with that consciousness. God is with me now. If I lock the door, he's with me. If I open the door, he's still with me. If I travel to China, he's with me. So I carry a godly fear with it, that in me is pure reverence, pure fear, pure consciousness of the presence of God. And finally, this is for married couples. I'm coming down to say it. Some married couples. You can be dehydrated and not thirsty, medically. You can be dehydrated and not be thirsty. If they ask you, do you want to drink water? You say, no, I'm fine. How many of you know that you can eat and not feel like drinking water and continue your life? But does that mean you should not drink water? What I'm trying to say is that there are marital obligations that are situated only in a marital context, right? That should be attended to always. Let there be regular attendance. I'm talking about sex here. Don't use it as witchcraft. Where you say, you will not touch me again. Then when they say, why? Say, the 2,000, you never bring 2,000. Can I tell you who you are? An agent of darkness. It was the devil that sent you into that man's life to destroy him. Let that obligation be carried out always and with joy, except when the both of you have an agreement that, just day. You see, this thing we are saying, as married people here, you can stay 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, and forget that there is anything like that. It happens. It happens. Oh, you know your body is shaking now. If you're single, it's shaking. You can't hold your leg. There is a day that the same things that are covered, that are shaking your legs, will be left open, and you will not notice. Yes, you will not even notice anything at all. It will be like this. How do I explain it? Yes. Anyhow, you understand it. Right? Calm down. But when you eventually calm down and start, please, be liberal. You what? Brother, be liberal. Don't say I'm not in the mood. You are in the mood. Sister, be liberal. Don't say you are not in the mood. You are in the mood. People go as far as even doing timetable. These days, timetable. I don't know what people are talking about. Be liberal. Be what? There are things that God designed that only God can explain. Only God. That system of procreation is God that infused it, and He put it in a marital context. Any form of starvation can result to that home breaking. I'm being honest with you. It might not happen immediately, but it becomes a catalyst for the rest of the things that will scatter your home. Yes. Do you know, if you marry a sister, or a brother marries a sister marries a brother, and they come to the altar and we bless them, and they go home and do not consummate, we can assume the marriage never happened. Legally, they can say the marriage was void. It is not divorce. If they separate, they did not divorce. The marriage did not exist, even if you have pictures. The reason is because they did not consummate. God knows what He did by factoring that into the system of marriage. Be liberal. Be liberal. It takes a lot to keep your home going. I'm not saying it takes sex. Sex is a byproduct of many other things. Care, love, happiness, joy, rest, and many other things in the marriage. When I talk to married people this year, because we must have a marriage class this year, I've been postponing it, I'll go deeper on this matter. But if not properly taken care of, can destroy your home. There are people that have anger issues. But they are starved. They are not angry. They are what? They're starved. Don't let your husband come to church looking starved. You don't know, you can tell on your face. Your wife comes to church looking starved, looking like she doesn't know where her anger is from. She can't explain. Let me stop here. Whatever your excuse you have is not from God. Did you hear what I said? Yes. It's not from God. Be liberal. Let me balance this thing a little. Don't say if you want it, let him talk to me now. No. Go and meet him and ask him, how do you want it? Not what if you want it. Ask. Don't say, was I not here? If you had wanted it, will you not? No. No. You know, Christian brothers, I'm talking on behalf of Christian brothers, and many of the people getting married. When you get married and truly you love God, there is a sense where you will still feel like you are sinning. There is a sense where you will still feel like there's this. It will be like you're asking for too much. It's once a week, not enough. Let it not look like I'm a dog. So, sisters, make it easy for him. Make him realize he's not asking for too much. That's why I'm here.